Welcome to Bible Verses of the Day. Genesis chapter 1 and verse 3 is one of the most famous and foundational verses in the entire Holy Bible. Let's break down its meaning, context, and significance of this verse. Let's talk about the verse in context with Holy Genesis 1:1 to 5:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. To the earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. 3 And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. 4 And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. 5 God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Now let's explain the Genesis 1-2-3 word by word, the power of divine speech creation by word. This verse establishes the primary method of creation in the Genesis 1 account. God speaks, and reality obeys. And God said, ... God doesn't physically craft or struggle. He simply commands. This emphasizes God's supreme authority, transcendence, and effortless power. His word itself is creative. This concept is echoed throughout the Bible, most explicitly in the Gospel of John, which opens with, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. All things were made through him." John 1:1-3. Here, Jesus is identified as the divine word Logos, through whom creation happened. What is said in this verse about the nature of the light? This is a key point of interpretation. The light of day 1 is not the sun, moon, or stars, which are created on day 4. It is primordial light, created by God himself. It is the first, good thing, separating the chaotic darkness of verse 2. Theologically, this light is often seen as representing order, goodness, knowledge, and life itself, emerging from chaos and darkness. It symbolizes God's first act of bringing the cosmos into a state where life can flourish. It establishes the fundamental rhythm of day and night, evening and morning, even before the specific celestial light-bearers exist. This verse is mainly the pattern of creation. Verse 3 begins a repeated six-fold pattern for the days of creation. Declaration, and God said. Command, let there be. Execution, ... And there was evaluation, and God saw that it was good. Separation, naming, and God separated, and God called. ... This pattern emphasizes God's intentionality, sovereignty, and the inherent goodness of the created order. So what was the immediate and perfect result of this verse? And there was light. There is no delay, no resistance. God's will is instantly and perfectly realized. This contrasts with many ancient creation myths, where the gods battle chaos monsters. Here, chaos, the formless, dark, deep, is simply ordered by a command. Now let's talk about its theological and symbolic significance. God versus chaos. Light is the first weapon against the without form and void darkness. It represents God imposing order on chaos. Good versus evil. Throughout the Bible, light is a metaphor for God, truth, purity, and salvation, while darkness represents evil, ignorance, and separation from God. This verse sets up that foundational duality, a foreshadowing of spiritual light. Many Christian interpreters see this as a prefiguration of Jesus Christ, who is the light of the world. John 8:12. Just as physical light pierced the primal darkness, Christ, the spiritual light, pierces the darkness of sin and death, the foundation of reality. It establishes that the physical universe is not divine counter to pantheism, nor eternal counter to some philosophies, but is the contingent, spoken product of a transcendent God. The universe is therefore real, good, and intelligible.